Welcome everybody to the Listen Up podcast. I'm joined by the fellas today. I ain't even know Smoke was coming through, but guess what? We always got room for my boy Smoke and my boy, yeah, I'm high bro, Reggie. Uh Damn man, I'm a little shocked they fucking lost to be really honest with y'all I'm not even saying this to like troll, like I'm not happy about this shit. Like I'm surprised they lost. I'm really surprised they lost, man. Where y'all want to start at? I don't even know what to really say. Because this shit was so damn pathetic. I don't know what to say. Like, you out there running gimmicky plays with two quarterbacks. I got you for some reason, whenever you need a go-to play, is let's get in the wildcat formation. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It's not 2008. I don't know what that's about. I got a defensive coordinator that anytime an offense decide they need points, they just go get them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, they never get a stop when they got to have it. I don't understand that shit. I got Corbin touching the ball 8 times for 100 yards. You would think if a bitch, averaging 8 yards a carry, maybe he touched it 25 times. That's just me. I got 100 yard worth of penalties. I got got man, I got personal fouls. I got everything
So
going on,
so
man.
so
Where
what
we
you saying
started at?
is so what you saying is we could have kept the 20 million, right?
I ain't even finna get on that.
That's basically saying we could have kept the 20 million,
I'm not
huh?
I'm not gonna have a discussion about Willie versus Mike. I want to have a straight up discussion about what the fuck
It-
is
it-
wrong with this team
what you mean?
because we went from we're more disciplined, we're more organized, and I don't like, and it's like it just sends a bad message when you playing games with the quarterbacks. I don't know what that was about. That just sent like a terrible message. You got wide receivers dropping balls everywhere. Man, I
Well,
don't
I,
know,
I
man.
I never uttered those sentiments. I'm upset with myself, bro, for just believing a tad bit of the hype, bro. I'm
Yeah,
upset with myself. I'm upset with myself about that. Um, as we know, bro, I left last game, bro, going down 18 points.
right.
It was great to see us battle back, to see us fight back, but we also saw, people mad on the timeline. You guys gonna keep up with Notre Dame, well, we kept up with Notre Dame today, seeing them struggle against Toledo, and look what just happened.
Yeah,
These guys just lost to a team who didn't even score last week, the UAB.
yeah. PH No made a good comment right here. The team has no identity. When you don't have an identity, you have no
They didn't have one last week.
inconsistent. Right,
They didn't
right.
have
And
one
I
last week.
I had a conversation with somebody about the game plan last week when I went back and rewatched the game a couple times. I didn't know what they was doing.
There wasn't a
That
game
was
plan.
last week. I didn't know what they was doing. But
There
Smoke,
wasn't a
man, go
game
ahead,
plan.
man. Give me your thoughts, Smoke. I see you on the sideline. Give me your thoughts.
That's 2 games.
Yeah,
It's 2 games in a row where coaching cost us the win.
yeah,
2 games in a row.
yeah,
And this is 2 games in a row where coaching that cost us the win in a very, very pivotal, I can't even talk,
yeah.
pivotal year.
Right.
We need this year to look decent. We need this year to look competent. We need this year to say that there has been traction made. There has been some level of improvement upon the program.
Yeah.
Two games in, people, of course, people let the loss last week slide because you were in favor to win to begin with. They were just so excited
Yeah.
about how you performed. You didn't get embarrassed, and here you are, second week, and he coached this game as if it were a practice. Mike Norvell coached this game as if he was preparing for Wake Forest. He
I didn't
coached this
understand
game
it.
as if he was yeah, me either. He coached this game as if he was testing out this and trying that and see how this would look and see if we could use this going forward.
We're not
He
that team yet.
nor those players. We are not that team yet. He
Yeah.
coached
You
this
come out.
game and the
You
players
establish what
played
you.
this game.
Yeah.
Go
You
ahead, brother.
establish what you good at. You establish what you good at. You get the points on the board. Then you start working on things. That's what you do.
And
Because you're not Alabama. You can't just run flea flickers and shit and just see what. Like you can't do
it,
that. Matter of fact, Alabama don't even do shit like that.
I think that you heard people throughout the week saying, who's going to start the third quarterback. I'm sorry, who you going to start in the third quarter? How much playing time was Trevor Purdy going to get? Like, you had people already penciling this in as a win, and I was thinking to myself, I'm not saying that I predicted Florida State to lose, but I was wondering what the fuck do these people see? Because if
Yeah,
we are being honest, Notre Dame let us off the hook a lot last Sunday.
yeah,
Notre
yeah,
Dame had a
yeah,
lot of miscues and a lot of mistakes that had they executed like they normally would have, that game wouldn't have been as close as it was.
yeah,
So I'm thinking to myself, you know how the first game of college football season is, man. You really don't know what you're looking at until the second week,
yeah.
meaning
About third week, fourth week, you kind of get an idea
that's when you have a
what
better
teams
idea of what
are.
type of
Yeah,
football team you have. Right, right. And again, he coached the players play down to the competition, and he coached this game as if he was just trying to see what's going to work for Wake Forest. I think he knows how important the Wake Forest game is to the season. And I'm saying he was looking forward to. I'm saying he took this game to prepare for. That's how it looked like he was coaching this game.
yeah. All right, man. Kobe Gainey, what's up, man? What's up, man? How you feeling, man? I know you're a loyal climber. You're a loyal climber.
I'm not a climber. Get the
How?
fuck out of here. I'm very objective. Fuck Willie. Fuck Mike tonight. Fuck both of them. They're both trash. I've had enough Woodford Reserve in me. Fuck both of them. That's what I got to say tonight. Watching this game and the slapdickery that unfolded, my God. People wanted to get livid at Fuller. Yeah, we know Fuller's trash, right? You wake up
Yeah,
every day. We know Fuller's trash, right? And 5 minutes to go, the defense had allowed 3.9 yards per play. What did our offense do? What did Dillingham and his fuck ass in the booth do? Or Norvell's fuck ass? Look like clowns time and time again, right?
yeah,
This loss is pathetic, and you can't paint it any other way. I was on my channel last week talking about, hey, at least I have hope for the trajectory of the program. Not this season, because I know we'd suck ass this season, but I at least had trajectory. And then we turn around and totally not fucking redeem ourselves like Dumb and Dumber,
yeah,
right? It's fucking sad. Like in the first and second quarter, especially with all this like 2 QB rotations and this gimmicky nonsense, run the fucking ball against Jacksonville State.
yeah.
Hey, Jay-Sean Corbin, the guy that's now fully recovered from his injury, that guy's kind of fucking good. Perhaps give him more than 15 fucking touches a game. Just an idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Right? Just,
Yeah.
off the top of my head, just an idea. All right? So
Yeah.
this loss is pathetic in every way. There's no sugarcoating it, right? You could climb the wall all day long, right? But you're going to fall on your fucking face because this fucking loss is pathetic, and I'll let someone else go. I got to take a breather.
All right, cool. I'm gonna put you in the backstage and bring you back. Okay, let me get the other
Go.
guys go.
Go ahead. I need a breather. Go ahead.
Just chill
Bro,
out for a second. I'm bring you back.
it's what you said, Sam, bro. Going off last week, the first drive, I said, like, damn, we didn't even have a scripted like first drive, like of like what we wanted to do or how we wanted to attack Notre Dame or nothing. It was just like, damn.
Yeah.
You didn't see a clear vision of like, okay, he's trying to do this. He was just out there just tossing shit. And he's hoping for big plays to happen.
Yeah.
That's basically his offense, bro.
It's a lot of searching. It's a lot of searching in his offense.
Yeah.
I don't know what that Wildcat shit is. Like, I don't know what that is, bro. Like, it's like I get it at certain times at certain spots and games, bro. But like if that's
that shit, man.
if that's your go-to,
bro.
if that's your go-to when shit get rough, I mean we got a problem, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, man. I mean, Smoke, what else you got, Smoke? I don't wanna take up the part. I want everybody to get a chance to talk and everything. I just don't get the Wildcat. I don't even. That's like 2 weeks in a row where he get in a critical situation and he runs that shit over and over again. I'm like, what are we doing?
That second quarter was about as bad of coaching as I've seen in a while. I think I agree with you. This Wildcat shit, the Wildcat thing, and how many carries did Corbin get? 15.
Man, I don't know. I can't. Let me see. Kobe might. Let me bring Kobe back. Kobe, how many yards did he get on the Wildcat, Kobe?
I hadn't been getting the Wildcat. I didn't count the Wildcat because
how many carries did he get?
Tape over. Oh, how many carries get in the game?
Oh,
I
Corbin.
don't know, but I know it was
Yeah.
I know it was late in the game, and he had 12 carries with an 8.4 yard average. So
There was
me,
some
a person
personnel
that loves
packages.
logic,
The
was thinking
man
it's
was
a run.
damn near averaging a first down carry, and wow.
I think that
Precisely,
you look
exactly what
at
Smoke is
some of his
saying.
you look at some of his personnel packages. Like at some point, somebody has to tell you not to put Tua Philly on the field when it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 to give him the ball.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
come on, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man. That
Yeah.
dude ain't even 200 pounds, and you being disrespectful to the opposing team to think he's going to get those 2 yards, right?
Yeah.
You look at his I listen, guys. I cannot get over that second quarter. I don't think
It was stupid.
that was
Let it
bad,
out. Let
y'all.
it all out.
That was bad. It's like how arrogant of a coach are you for a team that hasn't done or accomplished shit since you've been there?
Yeah.
That was the most arrogant shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are to think that you can just call these plays with your hand? It's like he had a playlist. He put his hand over his eyes. He just pointed towards one. Y'all
No,
go run this shit.
Motherfucker thought shit was verses, huh?
Can I piggyback off of Smoke's commentary? Sam, can I piggyback off Smoke's commentary?
Yeah, go ahead. I want you to go, and then I'm gonna let my boy Bearded no go.
I'll make it quick.
Go ahead.
As Smoke is alluding to, the arrogance it took to think, hey, we'll just try shit because we're that good. We ain't that good, Mike. The fuck you trying? All right, that's it.
All right, man. Bearded no. Go ahead, man.
Hey, man, you remember when we did the pod early in the year, right?
Yeah.
I told you on the pod we did. This motherfucker come out and do this bullshit, the timeline gonna hate me. I promise you, dog, they gonna hate me. Like, we lost to FCS school. Like,
that's the first time that's happened, bro. That's the first time that's ever happened in school history, bro. First time that ever happened.
Yeah, Sam, the title of the show isn't hyperbolic, right? The first time it's happened. It is the worst loss.
It's the worst loss in program history.
We're not getting to 6-6, dog. We not.
You got to go 6-4 against who? Tell me.
That back half of the schedule is brutal.
Yeah.
So now what, Sam? Is 6-6 not good enough, frankly?
Hey, let's meet the substandard.
Could have kept the 20 million.
No, we could have kept tagging for this.
But, okay,
you know what? Last week, what I told you, the first thing I say, I'm not gonna know what I say. All one of his shit about Mike got us until he fucking proved it. He blew the shit last week, and he just literally said "fuck us" this week. He was point shaving. He put money on Jacksonville State. Can't nobody tell me no different.
So my thing is this: is Mike Norvell calling plays this shit? I don't think he's calling plays.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on over there, man.
It doesn't matter. He hired the guy calling plays.
Yeah, that's true.
You see a difference from last year or some shit? Like the same shit to me.
They do like the same shit, but I don't know.
Pretty slapdick.
All I know is Jordan Travis beat this team last year and a half.
Yeah, he did. He blowed his team out last year and a half. That's true. So okay, so we gonna blame Mike Norvell. We gonna blame Mike Norvell. I'm good with that. But my thing is
for this game, the offense, yes, deserves much of the blame.
Okay, can I go to the defense though?
So Adam Fuller doesn't deserve any credit for letting the FCS team come in there and beat him.
Yeah. Fuller's an idiot. Don't get me wrong. Let's not mix the two. But what I'm saying is,
we just had a Hail Mary attempt, and we didn't even have any goddamn safeties in the back.
Hey,
we just went man to man on a Hail Mary trap. What the fuck is going on?
Both can be true, but up until that point, the offense was more to blame. Up until that slapdickery at the end.
I don't too much have an opinion about
4 minutes to go.
I don't have an
That,
opinion about Adam Thielen because
hold
he
on.
shouldn't be there.
Is this true?
No,
Like
he
I didn't
shouldn't.
realize in real time. I didn't realize this. Did they really go 97 yards,
Yes.
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 Fucking yes.
bro? I didn't know they went 90. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Yeah, they did. Because we went for it, didn't
We
we?
stopped on 4th down and they went the whole length of the field.
Should have kicked the field goal.
Dog, how do we
Shoulda
have
kicked the
3
field
points
goal.
the entire second half? We got an elite QB now, right? That's what I was told.
No.
He's not.
We got the dude from Nothing But Trouble with a bionic leg that has to take.
No, man.
before he
No,
goes-
they told me the offense looks better and runs better when Milton's the quarterback. They told me this.
It was like dry land. It's a myth.
Dude, so they went 97. So they went 97 yards. Real talk. They went 97 yards on that last play. That last drive.
No. Saying
No,
that was
the drive before that. When we got stuffed on the
when
goal
McClain
line.
dropped the ball, they went 97 yards.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I mean, that was
Okay.
a hell of an effort, but yes, on the
right.
incomplete TV, yeah.
All right. Let me see. I got another guy coming through. Let me see what he got to say. JT, what's up, man?
Man, what up with it?
Chilling, bro. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
This nigga here, dog. Get this shit out of here, dog. They did my dog Willie dirty, dog. And they give him no resources. They gave my boy all these resources, new tunnels, everything. And he losing to Jacksonville State? Oh. We went to OT with Sanford or something like that? That's the worst game Florida State has ever played. No. Yeah, you can't come out like this, dog. These people tripping.
Now, where's Jacksonville State at? In Alabama or Florida?
Mississippi.
It's on the moon.
They're at fucking.
We don't even know where these niggas is from.
You can catch them at midfield at Dope.
Planting flags. They planting flags and shit. Right now they planting
These
flags.
people don't know. Like these people don't have a clue what they doing.
Bro.
Kenny Dillingham sitting up there not doing shit, making $1 million.
Playing Madden.
That's what happened.
Where are those fucking binders?
Dog, throw them organized.
Where are those fucking binders when you need them?
4th and 2. Dog, you at least kick the field goal. You go to OT.
Nah, man. 17 points, man. We got 17 points.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying. They would have kicked the field goal when they had
Bro,
it.
what?
Like,
Bro,
go to
why
OT.
are you even trying to go to OT with FCS school, bro? This shouldn't even be a conversation we have, bro.
We was favored by 28.
This shouldn't even be a
Man.
conversation. You talking about kicking a field goal, brother, going to fuck goddamn OT with the FCS team.
Listen,
No, that's
I told y'all,
Buddy,
man. Listen,
They kick a field goal. What the fuck am I talking about?
man.
listen, man. Y'all got this shit all wrong. Mike Norvell had money on Jacksonville State. Can't nobody convince me no different.
Ain't that why
He bet
get
everything.
trouble
He
for
bet his
job?
fucking
Yeah, giving
house
problems?
on Jacksonville State.
He had to
bet his
recruit. He had to
fucking
recruit
house
that
on
pandemic
Jacksonville
money,
State.
huh?
We'll know that to be true if he has 2 helicopters next week.
That bitch ain't getting the helicopter no more.
Hey, man.
His ass
Hey.
gonna have to Uber to high school game.
We're gonna have chicken stuff now.
Oh, here comes Mike pulling up in the Toyota Corolla with the Uber sign and garnet and gold.
So I guess my next question gonna be for somebody, whoever want to answer this next question. What are we doing at quarterback? Why are we playing 2 quarterback? What was that gimmicky shit in the beginning, man? What was that?
It was dumb. It was dumb. Beyond dumb.
I'm lost with it, bro. I'm lost with that situation. I'm just like, and I'll just reset the show, man. This is a Listen Up podcast. This is a live show. If you want to join in, man, click the link on the Twitter page and make sure you follow the YouTube. Appreciate y'all coming through. I know it's been a hard ass night tonight. I thought I was just gonna really go to bed. I wasn't gonna even do no damn show. I was like, shit, I ain't finna talk about Jacksonville State and almost beating them, but.
Wrong.
You know,
Still ain't talking about
Reggie hit me
Jacksonville
up. Reggie hit me up and like, we gotta do it, bro.
You still ain't talking about Jacksonville State.
Yeah. So, but you know what I will say? If we had Jacksonville State quarterback, I think we actually would have won the game going away. I don't think we have a good quarterback. I don't think we got no quarterback, man.
Sam, like I was talking to James this morning. I was texting James.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard the rumor Travis wasn't gonna start. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Oh shit, here we go. Because y'all know Travis is my nigga. Like I was the conductor of the Jordan Travis High. Like
You was.
he got here, I was screaming for him. So like, and me and James was talking. He was like, "B, like it's not a big deal who starts if you're gonna play 50% of the snaps." And I'm like, James, you play football. You know what it's like when you the starter and you don't start. That fucks with you mentally. Like, you won the job out in spring, allegedly, and fall camp, right?
Right.
Now you ain't really do nothing to lose the job, in my opinion. Like, he didn't play great against Notre Dame. He didn't play horrible. I mean, shit, we was damn near in the game because of him, and some of the other guys. So, like, all right, now you playing with niggas' mentals. So, okay, everybody got caught up in this Milton hype, his feel-good story, his leg, whatever, all that shit.
It ran great on ESPN. It ran great.
Right. Now you got a quarterback who's unsure of himself in Travis now because he saw how quick his fucking hook is. And now you got Milton, and you really don't know what we really got in him.
Milton got
really
water pistol. That's what we got.
And I wasn't impressed.
I mean, I thought Milton had some good plays. I thought the wide receivers let him down a little bit, but you know.
Well, you always caping for Milton, dog.
I'm not caping for the man. I'm just saying.
No, especially early in the game. But to piggyback off the last guy, excuse me, I've been yelling too much and more.
I'm about to say, don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. It'll come back. Florida State will be back. Florida State will come back. Don't get emotional.
Left here. No, I was gonna say I understood Milton starting. I got it after the last post-game hype bullshit, but I thought it would be more of a 50-50 split, even with him starting. But after the first half, I mean, we essentially never saw Travis again, which I didn't get. Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't get it. A guy who could barely
Mike
play.
still ain't won a game without Jordan Travis.
I didn't get it.
Say that again.
Mike still ain't won a game without Jordan Travis.
Interesting. I'm about to tweet that out.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody tweet that one out.
It ain't been close neither. Like, they just getting their ass whooped whenever he ain't doing some magic back there, dog. Like, you need him, dog, and it's dumb for them not to play the kid. Like, all right, Milton may calm it down a little bit, but Milton had 17 points. Jordan had 28 with 3 turnovers.
Yeah. No, yeah, so I'm saying, like, I thought even with Milton starting, I thought it would still be close to like a 60-40 split. Like, I didn't think we'd see Milton as much as we did, right? Especially when he was really not, scoring points, as you said. So it's like, what the fuck's going on here?
And then he did that same James Blackman bullshit where he pulled up and just quit on a run. Like, y'all ain't gonna hit me.
Hey, he only got one leg, bro. I ain't mad at him about that. He only got one leg, bro.
That interception could have been a pick 6.
Come watch the game with the rest of them.
It could have been worse if the interception was a pick 6, like it should have been.
That should have been a pick 6. That should have been a pick 6.
Thank goodness we got Parchment to make tackles to prevent touchdowns, right?
Yeah, and
thank goodness we got Parchment for those tackles.
And he's caught 2 passes in 2 games.
He's nothing, dude.
He caught 3 tonight, I think.
He's nothing.
He caught 1 the last game, so I think he's at 4 for the season.
I remember when everyone was getting hype, and I'm looking at his stat line. I know stat lines on everything. Kansas had a bad QB. I'm like, this man averaged good year and bad year, like 12 yards a catch. What are y'all getting excited? Nobody hypes up Trash better than our fan base.
Bruh.
They said that dude was better than Terry, dog.
Like, I thought Parchment at the very least, maybe he can run some routes. But look at
me. Bro. They attacked me on the timeline. I was talking about Parchment. Remember that, Ridge? They attacked me on the timeline. I was talking about Parchment, bro. Like, I let it go. I said, okay.
Like, I would have been excited if we're translating, like, 16, 17 yards a catch at Kansas. Then I could expect 13, 14 at FSU in the ACC. But no, the dude was averaging 12 yards a catch at fucking Kansas. And Big 12, where they don't play defense. The fuck y'all expect?
All right. So what's your expectations going forward?
Dick.
Fire everybody.
Sam, I already thought we was gonna lose to Wake. So I think we lose to Wake and be 0 for 3.
Yeah, I definitely thought we were gonna lose the Wake. Hold on, I got Wig coming through. We got somebody to calm all y'all. Get their ass, Wig. Get their ass, Wig. Calm their asses down, Wig. Calm them down, Wig. They talking heavy shit about Mike.
He would go with the intellectual take. Go ahead.
Wig, tell us it ain't all that bad, Wig.
He can't.
What the fuck you just asked me to do?
Tell us it ain't that bad.
Talk us off the ledge.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is bullshit.
My nigga.
This some bullshit. Hey, you can't blame Big Marvin. You can't blame Willie. You can't blame none of that shit. It was set up for him. Hey,
Yeah.
that motherfucker might be gone, boy. If listen, I'm shooting twice now. I got the beer and I got the
I see
tequila.
that. I see that.
Let me explain something to you. If Travis Hunter and Duffy decommit, they're gonna fire his ass.
Damn.
Only thing saving him right now.
And honestly, that's a good point. I think that's a better question, Sam, is not
Yeah.
about the record this year. Where does the 2022 recruiting class fall?
Bro, it's
I
gone.
cancel top 10.
It's
Top
gone.
20, top
It's
25.
gone.
Top 10's over with.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I would say I
What?
think you. I
You
think you
sending your
still.
kid to FSU?
No, I think you
They
still
already
keep.
questioning me now on the timeline.
Y'all
sending your
calm
kid
down.
to
Hold on now. I think they keep Hunter. I think they keep Hunter regardless, right? I think the bigger question is going to be probably Duffy. If Duffy continues to play well and kind of balls out in his senior season, I can see some big dogs coming down, start chomping down on him, and then that gets dicey because the quarterback don't want to be in a bad situation. So I think Duffy, you need Duffy in the class for this to go forward because you don't have a quarterback, man. Am I wrong
Well,
with it? What you think?
well, if Woodson has to stay to keep Hunter. If Woodson leave, Hunter gone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shit,
That's true.
Clemson might come through and drop that bag on Hunter.
Are we gonna have to beg for Nico Markiel again? Fuck.
Boys, they want Nico back.
Every top coach in the country is texting Travis Hunter tonight, bro.
Right. If
Yeah.
I'm
Believe
Clemson,
that.
I got 300,000 for you
Believe
right now.
that.
What's up?
Believe that.
And they telling them, hey, we ain't gonna be playing on PBS the rest of the season.
So
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The whole McKenzie should have started last week. No, he shouldn't have. You know what they should have done? They should have put that other boy in the game so that boy can run. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Those teams don't have no problem playing man to man with McKenzie at quarterback because they don't mind turning their back to him because they know he can't run.
He ain't gonna run. Exactly.
yeah.
Right.
I got
So
I got
last week, what you saw Notre Dame doing, Notre Dame blitz, stunted, and played a zone so they could see him, they could see that boy, and they wanted to make a quick, fast decision and not give him all day. Soon as the other boy come in the game, Notre Dame tried to stay in the zone, he started picking in supply, and then they went man to man, and those receivers was able to go open. Them boys today, regardless of anything that we say about Florida State,
right.
if you give Jacksonville State's coach Florida State's players, they beat them by 50.
Easy. Okay, let me ask you this question, Wig.
Damn.
My thing in the offense, on the offensive end, and I felt this way after Notre Dame game, right? I felt like I didn't feel like he had a real concise game plan in that game. I really don't. Even in the Notre Dame game, I didn't come out and say nothing about it. I texted a few people about it because I didn't want to make a big stirring. I know people was, all in the moral victory shit last week, but then you come back this week. I'm like, what is going on with the offense? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? I don't know. Is it two quarterbacks so they got two different identities? They trying to mesh identities? I don't know what they doing.
They to me, everybody blamed it on the offensive line. Those offensive linemen we have are better than Jacksonville State. So
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine that's in Power 5. He been texting me. He texted me last week and he texted me tonight. He said, I told you a year ago about Norvell's route combinations. He actually coached against Norvell when Norvell was at Michigan. And he says those route combinations are terrible. So they're not even putting the receivers in position. How the fuck can Jacksonville State put their receivers in position to catch ball? And everything we're doing, we're throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, hoping the guy breaks a tackle.
Yeah, it feels kind of like it feels lower level like Willie shit did. It feels lower level. It's a lot of east and west instead of going north and south. You know what I'm saying?
No matter who the quarterback is, it's the same thing.
Yeah, and it was the same way with Blackman last year when it seemed like Jordan Travis makes up for it because he does all that backyard football shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think going forward, I don't know what they're gonna do with the offense. I mean, I think Fuller's a terrible defensive coordinator. I mean, they don't get stops when they need to get a stop. I mean, God, that 97 yards, man, 97 yards and a fucking Hail Mary. I mean, bro, you're a big boy
Man, you
college
got to
football
be able.
team.
So here's the thing: the running game. If you look at the stats, the running game looks good, right? But I
Right.
always say this about running the ball: you got to be able to run when you want to and when you have to. There was no reason to go to a fucking wildcat on 3rd and 1 at all.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't.
Bro,
What
it's
is, it's his
2021.
staple. It's his
Why are you in
staple. The Wildcat is his staple.
Wildcat?
Why? I don't get that. Why is that his staple play in a crucial situation? He goes to that fucking Wildcat in a crucial situation. Like, it's not
And then guess
2005.
what? No, guess what? If you're gonna go to the wildcat, just take McKenzie Milton off the field. Because when you put him out there, you playing 11 on 10. Nobody
Just
know that motherfucker ain't gonna catch no ball in the wide receiver.
just do it with Jordan
I
Travis. If you're gonna run that shit, do it with Jordan Travis. At least they know you got an option of throwing a football.
I know a coach that did that shit on his first game opening night against Virginia Tech. I saw a coach do the same thing. He got 21 games at Florida State. That's all I'm gonna motherfucking say. That's all I'm gonna say. I
Don't
saw a
worry.
coach
Come
do that
November,
his
we'll hear
very
that.
first game, do that same shit, and y'all hate his black ass. And he got 21 games.
Oh,
I just
I hate
say,
Ron
I
because he's
just want to
sorry.
hear
And
what the
right now,
fuck
I
he push
hate
his
Mike
down.
because he's sorry. They're both sorry. Fuck them both.
They gonna
It's
find a way
that
to blame them
simple.
still.
Fuck them both.
Okay. Let's reel the show back in.
They're
Let's reel
both
the show
terrible.
back in.
Done.
So okay, the offensive line commits. This is the crazy part. I don't think the offensive line is playing bad. I don't think
No.
they playing bad. I really don't feel like they're playing bad, dude. So this is really just the wide receivers and the quarterbacks to me. And that's the part I can't understand because Helton was a good player under Willie. You know, he wasn't a bad football player. Now he can't catch a cold. And we got I mean he
But why are
can't
you running slot fades with them all game?
yeah, that's true too. They
That's
run a lot
play
of
calling. It's
yeah.
dumbass play
Yeah,
calling.
they
like
do a
run
lot
what
of
works for you.
yeah.
Like 22 didn't play at all this game. Megamind, he didn't get no snaps.
He called a man Mega Man.
Like he didn't get none.
And
That's a good, but that's a good point though. But see, I was at the 85 South show, and I was trying to watch it on my phone, in between laughing at them fools. And finally, I got to the point. It was 14-7. Me and the dude next to us, we put our phone up because we had a dude behind us acting belligerent. We were gonna have to whoop his ass. So we when I got back in the car, my wife was driving and I was looking. I was totally disgusted. It was 17-7, but I said they're treating this shit like an experiment. They basically treated it like a scrimmage. And what happened is they lulled their own players to sleep. And you never, ever, ever, ever let a team like Jacksonville State. They probably got a bunch of 22-year-olds over there. You don't let them hang around, man. You don't.
UAB dog walked Jacksonville State last week. Now
I know they did.
I know Georgia is great. I know Georgia's great. Georgia didn't let fucking UAB score a point today.
Right.
I mean,
so here's my question: if Nick Saban is up 41-13 in the fourth quarter, and he has his starting offensive line, his starting running back, and his starting quarterback and receivers in the game, who the fuck FSU think they are in the second quarter to have third stringers in the game?
It made no sense, man. I mean, you seeing a lot of crazy stuff out there, man. You got two quarterbacks, one at wide receiver, the other at quarterback, one of them at running back, the other one playing wide receiver. I don't know what I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing on offense. Like, where is your staple in your offense? Like, Jimbo had that little stick route shit where he would run that stick route concept over and over again. Like, what is this?
Or bunch formation. Or if shit ain't going right, Jimbo will throw their ass in a bunch formation.
In a minute. And he'll say fucking quarterback speed option until everybody get their shit together. Where does this man staple at? It just don't exist. Like, it don't exist. I don't know like the offense is troubling to me because I went into games thinking, okay, Mike Norvell get the shit going in the run game. He'll score some points, but I feel like he's starting to get figured out a little bit. That's how I feel. I feel like he's getting figured out a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm gonna Sam and Reggie. I'm gonna screenshot these texts that's coming from Power 5 coach. He coaches in the Big Ten.
Okay.
And he knows Norvell. He used to go to practice at Memphis.
Right.
And he says he's a good guy. He says he's smart. He knows the game. And if you watch Norvell's offense at Arizona State and at Pittsburgh, they went up and down the field. He says, but the problem is they get real one-dimensional and stagnant. Now, if you remember Dillingham when he was at Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
When the shit worked, it worked good. Like when they beat Bama, when
Right.
Dix, when Nix, the quarterback, when they beat Bama in that shootout.
Yeah.
Just like last week, it worked. But the thing about it is it's gonna work when the other team has so much talent that they play a certain way. But when a team know that they don't have talent and they have to depend on coaching, like Jacksonville State,
Right.
like Wake next week, when those teams are gonna outwit them because that's all they got.
Right.
But Notre Dame think they better than you. Notre Dame arrogant enough to try your ass. Like, for instance, y'all notice no matter how bad Florida State has been the last 3 or 4 years, if a team got first and goal on the 2, sometimes Florida State stop their ass or they take all 4 downs just to get them 2 yards. See, a team that think that they're just going to line up in front of you and play straight up, Florida State got a chance just because of the motherfuckers who they have on the team.
Right.
But when a team really sit back and dial your ass up like Boise, like Jacksonville State, when they know they can't match you man for man, but they figure out it's bad. This is the bad part. This is the saddest shit I'm gonna say. It's bad when they know they can't match you up man for man, but they know they can outthink you. When they can outthink you, that's not on the kids. That's not on the strength and conditioning coach. That's not on Willie. That's not on Jimbo. That ain't on Big Mar. That ain't on that dumbass linebacker we had from Houston who didn't pick that ball up on the goal line.
Jacks.
Yeah, that motherfucker. It's on you.
Yeah. I mean, they got out schemed. I thought they got out schemed today. I thought they got out schemed. I thought Notre Dame
could have kept 20 million. Could have kept 20 million shirts on sale in a few hours.
Yeah, you could have. He got shirts on sale.
Could have kept 20 million shirts on sale in a few hours.
So let me ask you a question. We talk about offense. I mean, I guess it's about the recruiting right now. I mean, because I don't think they're gonna beat Wake Forest. I said that before the season started. I didn't, because I thought the way the schedule's set up for Wake Forest is perfect because they don't play anybody until they play Florida State. They got 3 games just to bullshit around until they play Florida State, which is perfect for them. So I didn't think they were gonna beat Wake Forest to begin with. So if they do lose against Wake Forest, what do you think about the class? What do you think happens to the recruiting class? Because I think they keep Hunter regardless.
No, I think you can sell the class on if you guys come in here. Y'all will be the ones to change it.
Man, we said that shit with Willie, man.
No, but listen. The problem is negative recruit. The problem is the hey big head phone calls that you're gonna get from Alabama.
Yeah.
And the best thing working with you against Alabama is this: the motherfuckers can't take everybody because I told somebody that McCall didn't have a committable offer from Alabama, and he's a 5-star.
Right.
Alabama took a 3-star at another position from Central Florida, and McCall was a 5-star at the time and didn't have a committable offer because Alabama don't recruit stars. Alabama recruit who they want.
Right.
So McCall was a fallback option for Alabama. The thing is I think they keep the offensive line because I think they keep its playing time. But the hey big head cause is going to be you don't want them coaching you. They're going to fuck your career up.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Not even that though. They're gonna say, "Hey man, like he getting fired." Y'all seen how they did Willie? Like it's also that in the background. Like, hey man, like he's gonna get fired. Like, you know what I mean? Like he just lost to Jacksonville State. Like that's gonna work, man.
Yeah,
that works right there.
And the worst part about it is he now I retweeted him. He's saying if we keep getting these penalties, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my staff. Well, what Norvell's strength was at Memphis. His staff.
Yeah.
Because you know what? His staff kept getting pulled every year. Coaches from big schools was coming. We got to go get somebody from Memphis because Norvell knew what he was doing. All of a sudden now you get to Florida State and you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
It's a different level of football, man. It's just a different level.
He said you got to reevaluate the staff. He said that.
He said he has to reevaluate his personnel. He said personnel, but it sounded like he was talking about coaching. He says because we keep getting these penalties, I have to reevaluate. Because he can't be talking about players, but shit, he played 90 motherfuckers. So what are you gonna reevaluate? When you say he reevaluating his staff, he got to be talking about the goddamn coaches. Because shit, everybody out there get playing time. And I think they be doing that because they be trying to sell recruits that you're gonna have a chance to play. But
Right.
man, fuck that. You gotta win. You gotta win, man. And
Man, you
so
got to win games, man. You got to go out there. If you can run the ball for 8 plays a pop, which is what they were doing in the first quarter, run the ball, get up by 21, 28 points, and then start
And
playing people,
then
man.
you can start having your
Then you can
players play.
start doing that
Yeah,
shit, man.
bro.
I just and I keep going back to this defense, man. It's like when you need a damn stop, when you got to have a stop, they just can't get the motherfucking stop. I don't know what that's about,
but you know
man.
what? I'll give them a little bit of credit. Um, sometimes
No.
a defense will get demoralized if you don't score.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They
They'll
will.
mentally break. So
Yeah.
to me, he should be running 2 running backs. He should be running. They need to leave
Ward.
Toafili over there. Toafili need to come to my house and eat some of this shit I keep eating when I'm getting fed. I don't know because I ain't got no goddamn problem gaining weight. So my thing is, he need to come get on the wig diet because this shit easy for me. But they need to get a ball to 0 and 8. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Pretty
then
much.
let me ask y'all this because I was gone. Was Ja'Kai Douglas hurt?
Man, he
He
was on
on kick
special teams
return.
playing. He was on special
Didn't he catch
teams.
the biggest damn pass of the game last week?
That's what I said earlier.
It
They
happened.
let Megan
It did
run
happen.
play.
It did happen. They did set up a shot play for him. He did catch the football. I mean, it
I
just
Out of
seemed
the
hate
like
to keep
slot
harping
fake,
on
they
it.
kept running for.
We used to say the same thing about the last one. Too many rotations, man. You got too much going, bro. He's the same coach, man. I'm sorry, bro. He's the same
I don't
fucking
want to say he's
coach,
the same.
bro.
I don't want to say he's the same coach. I
What
want to
you
say he's fallen.
mean?
I want to say he's fallen into the same traps. That's what I want to say. I think they like Mike more. I think Mike relates more to the administration. I think all that shit works. The media love
But
him.
what does
All
that
this
have to
shit.
do with them being the same caliber of coach, Sam? That's what I'm
But no,
talking
no,
about. But
no. Okay,
no
yeah, no, you're
trolling,
right about that.
no
You're right about
trolling,
that.
no
They are the,
trolling, no
yeah, no, you are
joking.
right about that. They
They're the
the same
same
caliber
caliber
coach.
coach, man.
Yeah, they the same caliber coach.
They're the same
I say
caliber
that. I
coach.
say they're the same caliber coach.
Now,
But
now I will say this. Because it's Jacksonville State, Mike don't have no excuses.
yeah,
None.
yeah.
It's Jacksonville State, my boy.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro. You just can't do that. And Jacksonville State was horrible. It ain't like they some fucking. It ain't like you play Appalachian State. I mean, it's just no excuse for that, man. I mean, even losing to Appalachian State is bad. We was ready to troll Miami if they lost to Appalachian State. Like Appalachian State would beat this Jacksonville State team by 4 touchdowns. Like I mean, it wouldn't even be a close game. So it's really no excuse. That's just really bad coaching, man. That's just all bad coaching, man. All together, just bad coaching. Just bad coaching, man, all around, man. So it looked like Wade on jumped off. Probably had too many on them vodka martinis he was drinking. Man, Reg, man, what we gonna do, man? Hold on, I think Wade coming back. Hold on, I got Wade back. Yeah, go ahead, Wade.
Yeah, I gotta hang with my boys. I accidentally the tequila kicked in and I hit the wrong button on my
I told
regular
what
ass
I
phone.
said. What I said, he had too many of them damn tequila martinis.
Actually, I just started drinking, man, and after this game, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When they entered the fourth quarter, I didn't say I hope they lose because I think winning still give you a little hope for the kids. Like now, I think the kids are broke. They broke like a motherfucker now. So winning, but I just think back to a couple of plays. I love Baby DeLoach. I love his pops. His pop, my frat brother. That targeting hurt. That game was over.
Well, first of all,
the Dix interception.
Yeah.
Game's over.
Well, the targeting
Travis
thing though.
pick, the game's over.
Let's just do this though. The targeting thing though. Targeting across college football is fucking ridiculous. They need to stop that. They need to get that out. Like they need to stop penalizing people for targeting. I mean, I don't mind the penalty. Kicking people out the game for just hitting somebody hard is ridiculous, man. They need to get rid of that. You leaving too much variance for the referee to kick players out the game. It don't make any sense, man. And then he got to miss the first half of the next game. Why? Like targeting is ridiculous. They need to get rid of that shit. FSU is, especially with the ACC, they over official in the ACC. They over officiate in the ACC all the time. So they even worse with the shit. Like shit that you could do in the SEC and get away with in the Big Ten. ACC, you can't hit nobody hard. They throwing flags out. They getting people out the game. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, he shouldn't. He didn't deserve to be. To me, is it targeting? I guess by the letter of law, it's targeting. But to me, he roughed the quarterback up. Like you should be allowed to hit the quarterback. Like I mean, I don't know, man. I think targeting is out of control in college football. That's just my opinion. They need to get rid of that shit. But yeah, that did hurt. And yeah, that hurt. That hurt. But you know what? FSU was actually kind of lucky to be in that game because if they don't get that fumble, because remember they were about to go in and make it 10 zip, wasn't they? 14 zip, wasn't they? I think Jacksonville State was going to make it 14 zip. But they was going in before the guy fumbled.
I was at that show, man.
Yeah, before the guy fumbled, they were going in and make it 14 zip. So
y'all tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. Everybody was talking about Helton dropping a pass. What happened?
He dropped a wide open pass. He was wide open. He dropped the ball. McClain. See, some of the drops McClain had, I wasn't as mad at him about those drops because I felt like Milton put bad placement on those balls. You know what I'm saying? So he's reaching back to trying to catch a ball. He's trying to, and
getting hit right as he's catching it.
Didn't get hit right as he catching it. The quarterback really wasn't putting him in good spots. And actually, man, Milton was missing low a lot of the game, but that's because he don't have the other foot. He don't have the follow through with his foot.
Bro, they don't want to talk about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what it is,
man.
So they gotta find a quarterback though. They gotta find something, man. Because
well, Duffy's their guy, but
if they can get him in here though, you got to get him in here.
No, but here's the thing. Let's just assume they're going to get Duffy in.
Yeah.
Even if they get Duffy in, they need to get a transfer. Like that motherfucker can play for Kentucky.
Yeah, he can play. The guy from
Kentucky. They need a guy to come in here for a year, and then shit. I'll take the brother from Jackson State that left Clemson.
You talking about?
I mean, Jacksonville State, the one that just beat us.
Oh yeah, I take him all day.
Yeah, they say NFL scouts love him. They say Dabo told NFL scouts about him.
Yeah, he sent him to his board because he said that dude was on his staff before he got that job at Jacksonville State.
Right. He said he can play.
Yeah.
It's just this shit. He was caught up in. He was behind Deshaun, and then Trevor came in. So it was like.
And Kelly Bryant. Yeah, he's behind a lot of guys, but. That's crazy. They had all that talent in that damn room, man. Yeah, man. I hate it for Florida State because I want to see Florida State get back, man. But it's a tough road to hoe right now, man. I mean, we'll be back eventually. I was hoping maybe in 2 seasons instead of 4.
Did y'all see Parchment's body language?
Yeah.
His body language. He looking at Milton like. Was Travis hurt? I missed all of.
Travis didn't get hurt. He pulled Travis. They ran some gimmicky. Milton started the game.
Okay.
Then the second series, Jordan Travis came in. Then the third series, they did this thing where they did both of the quarterbacks at the same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did both quarterbacks at the same time, and they had like Jordan Travis was like the running back, and Milton was like the quarterback, and then Milton.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, trolling, man. That's what I'm saying. No trolling, bro. Yeah. When I go to compare it, bro, he out here playing, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If Willie would have did that shit right there, they would have fired his ass after the game. Seriously, if he would have did that quarterback shit we just saw today, and lost to Jacksonville State, the LCS team, they would have fired Willie after the game. There's no way he would survive.
A Power 5 school, man, just did that shit.
Yeah, he did that, though. But he ran those 2 quarterbacks out there, and I was thinking to myself, and at this time when he did it, we was running the football good in just a regular base formation.
So he started just getting cute for nothing, for no reason.
For no reason.
Just out here, just...
No reason. Because I think we was down 7 points, weren't we, Reggie? I think we was down 7 points when he was doing all that crazy shit. And that's when I text somebody that would know. I say, who is calling the plays for Florida State? Is Norvell calling plays this year, or is he not calling plays? And they was like, I don't think he's calling plays. I think they doing this thing where they kind of do a collaborative effort of calling plays. So
I did read a tweet where they said somebody in the broadcast said that they would be up to 7 different people calling plays.
Well, that don't make any sense because a play caller have to have rhythm. A play caller have to set stuff up for later. You have to call plays now to set something up for later. So if you got 7 people calling plays, you don't have any rhythm.
Fuck
It's
that. Listen to
it's
this.
but it's just like how
If
you
the play
rotate the
calls don't
players and
work,
can't
you
get
know
in a
who.
rhythm.
But later for all that, I'm saying this. If the shit don't work, I know who to blame.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, okay, sometimes you have to know who the motherfucking problem is, right?
Right.
These niggas do
So guess
process
what? This is your
elimination.
job. And if it don't work, I know who to blame. It ain't gonna be on no lack of cohesiveness. It ain't gonna be on no well, we got too much shit going on. No, I'm gonna look dead at your ass like this.
Yeah. You did that. Yeah. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this question. Can I ask y'all this question?
Go
Sam,
ahead.
I ain't trying to take over and shit.
No, man, take over the show. Take over the show, man. This is for everybody.
Let me ask you a question. If Lane Kiffin was our coach right now, we wouldn't get into that.
Nah, man, if Lane a coach, I mean, we in the right direction. I mean, we going in the right direction. You see what Lane doing at Ole Miss. We'd have been going in the right direction last year if Lane was the coach. Just being honest. I mean, because the one thing I've learned, and the thing I didn't account for when we hired Willie, and I was a big fan of hiring Willie, but the thing you have to account for is a coach have to have been a part of a big program to take on a big program. They have to have some experience in there. And when you first start doing it, you fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lane Kiffin failed. He didn't fail, but he did okay at Tennessee.
No, he did good at Tennessee.
He did.
They almost beat Florida.
Yeah,
they almost beat Florida,
good.
and they almost beat Alabama. They lost to Alabama by 3 points.
Right. And then he went to USC and he bombed out, right? USC is a big monster. It's a big monster. And then,
but let me differ with you. At that time, Tennessee was a monster.
You think it was bigger than what USC was coming off of Pete Carroll?
No. But Tennessee was a SEC power. They got 100,000 people in their stadium. Yeah. At that point, he took over Tennessee. They weren't that too far removed from Phil Fulton.
They still was a household name.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right. That's true. But I mean,
Tennessee was Tennessee when he took up. But here's the
coach at Tennessee though. He was a good coach.
But I don't mind getting a guy from Memphis that won 10 games a year.
Right.
So I think because when we do that, we let him off the hook.
Right.
We allow him to have that Willie excuse that I wasn't ready shit. Because Luke Fickell is at Cincinnati, and Luke Fickell about to get a top 20 job whenever he wants.
Right, but
that's actually the natural progression. The problem is people also say, well, Willie wasn't ready. Well, he was at fucking Oregon. See, people act like we took Willie from South Florida. We did.
Yeah.
He went to Oregon. Justin Herbert got hurt. He was 4-1 when Herbert got hurt. Right. Then they lost a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Mario Cristobal failed at FIU.
Right.
How the fuck is he ready to win at Oregon and go to Ohio State and win?
Right. See, okay.
I think we make excuses for him. I think the problem is what they want in head coaches is you don't necessarily have to have been a head coach at another top 20 school, right? What you have to have been is a head coach somewhere.
Yeah, but okay, so
they want to know that you can. They want to know that you can run an organization where
I don't
money.
think you have to be. I don't think you have to be a head coach at a top 25 team, a top 25 program. I think you have to have been a part of a big program and like just been a part of it. I think Mario Cristobal being a part of Alabama. I think Lane Kiffin being a part of USC.
But I would argue with you that Norvell had a better resume than Mario Cristobal because Norvell. When Arizona State was out there winning 10 games on the Coach Graham, Norvell was the offensive coordinator.
Right. Okay. But okay, so this is my thing though with Norvell. I think when you get into talking about experience, it's a different level of big program. You're talking about Florida State, Alabama, LSU, USC. It's all eyes on you. Ohio State. Fickell got experience at Ohio State. He was a D coordinator at Ohio State. He's the interim head coach at Ohio State. I would feel comfortable if I hire Fickell because I feel like, okay, he knows how a big-time program is supposed to run.
Now watch this. Why do you think they ended up going to Norvell? Because nobody would come. And you're wondering when nobody would come was for the same reasons Jimbo left. So it's not Norvell's fault.
Yeah,
it's their fault. It's like if I send your ass to if I send you to the Louis Vuitton store, with $1,000 worth of food stamps and $300, you're gonna bring me back the clearance shit where the buckle is fucked up. You're not gonna bring me back the shit I want.
Right.
So the thing is, you have to point at the administration.
Well,
The administration actually got the guy that they probably got the best guy that they could afford. To be honest with you, me personally, and a lot of people don't agree with me about that. I would have hired Greg Schiano.
Yeah, I can see a Greg Schiano. I would have hired Mark
But he
Stoops.
wasn't. But you know what? He wasn't sexy. But guess what? Look at Rutgers recruiting.
Yeah.
Look at how they play.
Yeah.
Sometimes all that flashy shit don't work, bro. Sometimes the best thing you need a nuts and bolts football coach that know how to teach players how to crack somebody's ass.
Yeah, yeah. I would have hired Mark Stoops personally, but I heard he said no to Florida State.
He did.
Yeah, I would have.
I heard he said
I
no.
would've.
Yeah, I heard he said no.
He said it because of the kind of control he wanted, man. See, right. Florida State. This is what somebody told me. Florida State got spoiled by Bobby, and because they never overpaid Bobby. They never gave Bobby all of the shit that Jimbo wanted and Nick Saban and Dabo had.
Bobby never even had a
Bobby
contract.
was able to get it anyway because Bobby was very good at kissing babies and hugging and shaking hands.
Right.
They expected everybody to have that gift.
Right.
Everybody don't have the gift to walk into a room. Bobby used to come walk, for y'all from Jacksonville. Bobby used to walk in the Blodgett homes and the dudes in the streets would part the motherfucking street and just, hey, coach, what's happening? How you doing? Bobby could go anywhere. Bobby could go off. Bobby could go to 50-20.
Yeah.
Whatever going on in 50-20 would stop. He had that. It was something about him, man. And they got spoiled by that, and they expected everybody to be that. That shit is a gift.
Yeah,
that's a gift to be able to walk into the roughest hoods on earth, and the whole shit part up because of who you are.
Right. And I think that's a bigger problem, though. And I even said it with Willie. When they fired Willie, I was like, man, I get it, fire him, he's a terrible coach. But I said, man, unless you fix the organizational shit in the program and get down to the root of why you can't win, I mean, look at LSU. LSU's going to fire Ed Orgeron, and that's fine, because guess what? They're going to hire somebody else, and that person's going to win a national championship because they got a foundational organization of winning and how they do things there. So
they're committed
a head
to the
coach
program.
and a head coach can just come in there and he can just start winning. And then if you're not winning enough, you get the fuck out of there. That's just how that works because everything's in place. I don't think everything's in place at Florida State right now to win at that level that everybody want, well, that we expect for them to win at. I think we're winning at the level that we are committed to right now. I don't, and I think that's kind of aggravating. I know people don't want to hear that shit because I kept saying, why is it a head coach's job to order pizza for a football camp? Why is it a head coach's job to pick up recruits? That's not a head coach's job. That's something deeper in your organization that's a problem there. You know what I'm saying? That's
what? Go back to dating though. You do
go ahead.
You do that when you're trying to sell yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You basically twerk and you hold yourself out.
Yeah.
No matter what we say, but back on the point, whatever the administration is doing or not doing, they should be good enough to beat Jacksonville State.
Oh, so, no, they definitely should be that. Yeah.
That's the biggest issue. They should be good enough to beat Jacksonville State. So now, when we move on to the other shit, you have to ask yourself, no matter what kind of recruiting class we get, is he ever going to be good enough to beat Bama or to come back in the fourth quarter against Auburn in the national championship game?
No.
Yeah.
Is he ever going to be good enough? And I think, to me, the answer is no.
Right.
Now, Willie, this ain't no moratorium for Willie. Willie pissed me off talking about I wasn't ready. It was a job I wanted. The fuck you can't be ready and you're a black coach. You better not never say you wasn't ready because black coaches out there right now sitting there. What's the reason they give for not giving them jobs? He ain't ready.
Yeah.
And he just fucking admitted he wasn't ready for Florida State. How you ain't ready for Florida State, but you ready for Oregon? And Oregon right now better off than Florida State.
Right. Well, I think
Oregon. You can't say that. That's why. See, that losers mentality that Willie had.
Yeah.
I saw that shit from off the gate, and it drove me crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing was he wasn't right either.
No, he wasn't.
But I need them to keep that same energy with Norvell and Reggie and Moore. Y'all know I wasn't like this. I'm saying give him a chance. Give him a chance.
You use more positive. Use positive. Yeah.
But now I see he's just not the one. He might get them to the point where they win 9 games every year. You can get that motherfucker 2 classes full of 5-star. And this is what I told people about Orgeron. Let me tell y'all where 2019, 2020, 2021. I gave Orgeron a mulligan last year because he had so many transfers and he had a lot of opt-outs. He had a lot of transfers because of who he supported in the election. And then he had a lot of opt-outs because people knew they didn't have no quarterback and they didn't want to mess with their stats like Jamal Chase.
Right.
So, but in the last 3 years, 19, 20, and 21, in 19, LSU had the 5th best class in the country.
Right.
In 2020, they had the 4th best class in the country.
Right.
In 2021, they had the 3rd best class in the country.
Right.
They should never be. You can lose a game, but you
Yeah.
shouldn't be out physical by UCLA.
No, you definitely shouldn't. I mean, that's why they got to fire him. I mean, that's why he got to
He
go.
gone.
Yeah,
He
that's why
gone.
he got to go. I mean, you can't. Yeah, that's why he got to
He's
go. I
basically
mean,
gonna be Larry Coker. You win the
basically,
championship, all right, fuck you, see you later.
yeah. And I
Dude,
mean,
shit.
and the next coach will come in there, and it just seems like it's gonna be a quick fix, a quick turnaround. But the talent's already there. You know what I'm saying? The engine's already good. You just got to crank it up. You know what I'm saying? Know where you're going at.
Texas lost
Y'all
today
gonna
too
do
now. Texas lost today.
Texas got blowed out today.
Yeah, but Texas
He
got
got,
bigger.
but he gonna get chances because he proved himself at Washington and USC,
Yeah.
and he been with Nick. He
Yeah.
probably went there and was like, I don't know what the fuck they've been doing. What's been happening with them is Texas A&M been getting all the play.
Yeah. Well, yeah, A&M and Oklahoma don't take it to another level too. So I mean, they just getting outclassed right now on the recruiting trail. I mean, Texas just
So
getting outclassed.
let me ask y'all something. Have y'all started, because I know it's like when you're a Jaguar fan and you start talking about the draft next year at week 3, have y'all already started a Norvell? A short list of 4 or 5 coaches? We got Lane, but Lane probably gonna go to LSU.
So you think Lane gets LSU? See, I think Napier gets LSU. I think Napier or Jimbo gets LSU.
I don't
Jimbo
think Jimbo
ain't
going
You
nowhere.
think Jimbo leaves
Jimbo
Texas
ain't
A&M?
going nowhere.
Jimbo ain't leaving
Jimbo
Texas
I
going
don't
A&M.
think Jimbo going nowhere.
They
No.
giving him
So?
everything he want, and he building this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Yeah,
got-
funny things have happened. I think
No,
it's
but
either Jimbo or
Jimbo, but
Napier. I
listen,
think Billy Napier.
Jimbo's
Napier might get it.
partner that used to be at LSU is at
Yeah.
Texas A&M. He ain't going nowhere.
I thought that dude left Texas A&M to go to LSU last year.
Yeah,
No, I
Yeah.
thought he left LSU to go to Texas A&M.
He did, and he just went back to be the AD.
Yeah, he went-
'Cause
yeah, he
remember
went
they
back.
fired the AD.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
fired
he
the
went
AD,
back.
and he went
Yeah,
back.
I don't
Talking
Jimbo
about
ain't
Scott
leaving
Woodward.
that, man.
If I'm
Jimbo
Jimbo,
ain't leaving him.
if I'm Jimbo, ain't no way in hell I'm leaving A&M because
Nah, Jimbo ain't leaving
all
A&M.
his players is there.
Yeah,
And the thing is he's still in the SEC West, so fuck you gonna go over there and get beat by Alabama? I would say where you at.
Already started building, and he get what he want over there. They said
What's-
he don't get no nose over there.
but see,
No
you know
nose.
the crazy thing about them Norvell talk about firing Norvell. I don't think it's actually financially possible for us to fire Norvell right now. I mean, he gotta coach at least 3 years, right? 2 years.
No, if all it takes is one dude to put the money up, they'll run his ass out.
It's financially possible, bro. It wasn't. Remember, it wasn't financially possible to fire Willie Taggart, bro. Remember
Yeah, I
that?
never believed that though. I never believed that because
And then before the Miami game, we watched.
yeah, we did
about
watch the money
12
come out
donors
there.
come out
Yeah.
there, just
Yeah, we watched the money come out
What
there.
what would
millions
it
of
take?
dollars just come out there, bro.
What would it take for him to get
Millions hit the
fired?
field.
What would it take? Who, Norvell?
What would it take for Norvell to get fired?
A scandal.
If the if I said it earlier, if the recruiting class disappeared, because now you have no hope for the future.
Yeah, facts.
But you know
You
what?
have no hope.
The thing that's going to always hunt Florida State, and this is where I say they fucked up at. You should have, once you decided you was going to fire Willie, you should have got rid of the president and got rid of the AD at the same goddamn time. You
Yep.
should have said, let me get the new president, new AD in here before I hire my new coach. Because it's too much turmoil. Now that's why other coaches didn't want to come here, because you got an outgoing president and you got an AD that's not really AD.
That's why Stoops didn't come here because of what he heard.
And I think Matt Campbell looked at this job, but I think he looked at it and said, fuck no. I think Matt Campbell looked at this job. I really do believe that Matt Campbell looked at this job, but he wasn't finna leave his stability in Ames to come down here for some unstable shit that's gonna
Man,
take
y'all
4 years
know-
to build.
You
Do
just
y'all know
watched the
who I
last
really
coach leave
want?
a stable program to come to Florida State. That man left a great situation in order to come to this shit show.
Do y'all know who I really want to be the head coach of Florida State?
Who?
And I ain't told too many people this, man. I hope the Steelers have another subpar year by their standards.
You want Tomlin?
I really want Mike Tomlin to be FSU.
You know what? I think he'll be a good college football coach. Actually,
He would, because he's a leader of men and he resonates with his kids. And we would own the Tidewater.
Yeah.
And he would definitely make waves with the coaches in this state.
Yeah, that's true.
I like what you said about Greg Schiano, though. I like what you said about Greg Schiano.
Greg ain't leaving Rutgers though. He got it where
he's not gonna leave now.
Yeah, he wasn't leaving.
I was talking about when he was assistant head coach.
Florida, he got ties to South Florida. He got a connection. So that would have
been. He ain't leaving because you know what? Everybody gave him their ass to kiss when he wanted a job when he was at Ohio State. So now he's back home at Rutgers. He's gonna stay. He's gonna be to Rutgers what Barry Alvarez was to Wisconsin. He ain't leaving.
Facts.
They're gonna build a statue for that motherfucker when he leaves.
Yeah, that's interesting though, man. I don't think about firing Norvell because I don't feel like they can. I don't think they can do that right now. I think we're at least 2 years away from that.
No,
we just lost to Jacksonville State, Sam.
They can.
I would have never hired the man. Okay, y'all talking to somebody that wouldn't have hired him. I mean, but he here now, so you got to make the best of a bad situation. You need to get rid of Adam Fuller. You need to get a real offensive coordinator in here. I mean,
Adam Fuller needs to be fired tonight.
You need to get a passing game coordinator
tonight. You need to set that tone tonight, bro.
Reggie, what up, homie?
Set the tone tonight, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just start getting people out the building, bro.
Adam Fuller needs to be fired tonight, bro. I just know that's inexcusable, bro. It is. Dog, that's just crazy, bro.
Oh shit! But you know,
hey man, did y'all hear? I'm sorry, I'm getting
go ahead.
Shut up. Listen, did y'all hear Norvell's explanation for the coverage on the last play?
No.
What did he say? I got to hear this.
He said they went cover 2, and he said they didn't go. He said they did not go in the prevent because he said, look at Reggie laughing his ass off. Hey, you know what? Listen. You know when somebody high when they delay their laugh, it's like it didn't come right over.
I'm about to mute my mic on this shit. Go ahead and say what he said. What does Cloud say?
Yeah, what his man said?
Norvell said, I love. But well, first of all, I love the high laugh because, like I said, it comes at the wrong time. But Norvell said because they had another timeout, he didn't want them to complete. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. He didn't want them to complete a pass in the middle of the field and get a timeout.
Them people had like 4 seconds on the clock.
No, they didn't. No, it was like 6.
6 seconds. What field goal they was
kicking? He didn't want them to get something easy, get 20 yards, go down, and call a timeout and have a long field goal. But to me, I would rather them do that and then we go to overtime.
We go to overtime.
Than to get my ass whooped.
Yeah,
bro. He had like a field
goal. You know your DBs is high ass, man. You know your DB ass, man.
Oh, shit. That man should have ran the Delta package, bro.
I can't with this man, bro. I can't with this man. I can't.
Man.
So you rather stop a field goal,
right?
And look, all right, no, never mind. Look, okay.
Touchdown, then they
all right, never mind. Okay, all right.
So he's a bad situational coach. That's what y'all trying to tell me.
He's a what?
Bad situational coach. This man's
a bad fucking coach.
Yeah, you can say situational
coach.
Yeah,
that's true, bro.
I mean, because he was pretty bad last week, in my opinion, situationally.
He was.
I had a lot of questions last week, situationally, but we was counting more victories last week. I ain't want to be the guy on the timeline.
I told you I ain't counting no more victories.
But guess what? This shit could be worse. They could have beat Notre Dame last week and got ranked and then lost to that.
Shit, I would rather that.
Hey man, but look, let me explain something. Here's something. This was a trip. There's a lot of Gator fans out there, right? But let me tell you what they do. They really SEC fans, right?
Yeah.
And they trolling FSU They don't even understand. We fucking trolling ourselves. Y'all, you know, like
Yeah, bro. One thing about this fan base, bro, we hard on ourselves than any other fan base can be on us, bro. We get it in, so all that shit people be talking, that shit don't even bother me. I be like, bro, I know we suck, bro. So what? You ain't winning shit either.
but what's crazy is they treating us like, and Sam, you can say this clip right here.
Yeah.
They treating us like, your girlfriend cheated on you. Like, I don't give a fuck about that hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's it's like you don't even like that girl. But she cheated on you. So
Bro, this is bad, man. So this is the worst loss of program history.
This is the worst loss in program history.
Worst loss of program history. Hey, if you here, make sure you go to the Listen Up podcast and subscribe to the YouTube page.
Okay.
And, I got my boy. Yeah, I'm high.
Again.
Go ahead, bro.
Real
Go
quick.
ahead. Go ahead, bro. Let it go, Reg. Let it out, Reg.
Worst loss of program history. Correct.
That is correct.
Last year you had the worst loss ever to Miami.
Yeah.
In program history.
Yeah.
Last year I'm not gonna say no names. Broke the motherfucking bowl streak.
Yeah.
Had a lot of firsts. Syracuse gave Syracuse their first dub. It's a trend here. That's all I'm saying. I just want you guys to follow the trend. Is all I want y'all to do, man.
Oh,
Nothing was worse than tonight, though, man. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. It's bad because I don't know. Like, does the locker room stay together after this game? Because all that locker room talk in the preseason is cool and fun.
Exactly.
But Jermaine is Johnson, right? Jermaine Johnson. What's his name?
That's
Jermaine
him.
Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He's done enough to prove that he's a third round NFL pick. He's done enough to prove that shit. In my opinion, he's done enough. Like, that dude is good.
Yeah,
like, does he say, hey man, I think I might be good after?
I wouldn't put another down.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would not.
No. I would play. I would play and get double digits because you already transferred.
That is true. You get double digit sacks.
You already transferred.
That's true.
From a team that might be winning.
Not just go for it. Yeah, just go ahead and get you. Just go ahead and
But here's
your
the thing.
resume as best you can.
Here's the thing. I think the players stay together.
Okay.
I think the issue is
the coaches.
The players together and they're in the dorm, they be like, you know what, coach didn't make about shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's and see,
hey,
but
Sam,
Sam,
what Dog said that shit. Dog said that shit last week.
Yeah, Dog.
When I raised my
week.
sons, and I know Reggie met my kids, my boys, they bigger than me. I would rather them like both be mad at me than be mad at each other. So I'm like, maybe the team's still together, but maybe they like, you know, there's some bullshit. Like, I'll be like, you know, there's some bullshit, but we're gonna go and do what we gotta do.
But you know, Dog said that last week because I asked Dog about the third down call and a couple of situational things, and I was like, Dog, like, as a player, like, how do you deal with that type of stuff? He was like, man, behind the scenes, I might say this wrong, Reg, but I know he said it like behind the scenes. When you go back and think about the game, like, damn, the coach do everything he need to do to make sure we had a chance to win the game. Well,
yeah, he did say that.
You know what I'm saying? So he said, he said that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So he says all about how they bounce back in the next weeks. But you know, going off of this week, don't say that the coaches kind of bounce back. I think the players are playing hard. That's the crazy thing about this. I think they is playing hard. I think I think the players are bought in, playing as hard as they possibly can. But man, they just being put in bad situations.
They being put in bad situations, especially on.
Because I mean, if I'm Jordan Travis, I haven't really done anything to lose my job. To be honest,
why didn't Jordan Travis start tonight?
Well, I'm just saying in general though, like he hasn't done anything to lose his job.
No, he
hasn't. He hasn't.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when his helmet came off, he was driving him down the field again. When his helmet came off, I mean, I'm just being real.
For a long game.
Man, ain't done nothing to lose his job.
You got to draw that line in between it's being put in a bad position and the players too, because Johnny Brown Lee, bro, you at Florida State University, bro. FCS wide receivers still should not beat you on that play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be getting beat like that.
I mean, he was going through a lot, but yeah, he I feel you. I feel you.
Hey, bro. Hey, we'll sit his
I gotta
ass
stick up
down.
for my boy from Dade County though. That's but he yeah.
Hey, but check
Yeah,
this
I
out.
feel where you coming from, dude.
But check this out. Bigger picture, macro view. If Travis can lose his job just because his helmet came off,
Mhm.
and Mackenzie Milton can actually throw for 47 yards, and then you start Mackenzie Milton the next day,
Yeah.
you know that's a reflection of. That's a reflection of you not having a pulse, your finger on the pulse of your team, and knowing who the better player was after 2 fucking months of training camp.
Yeah. I mean, you had plenty of time. You had a spring and a summer.
How could you
Jarvis,
know this?
okay, it took his helmet to come off for you to make a change. So it took some supernatural shit for you to realize that the other guy was up.
I think they got caught up in the. I think they all got caught up in the ESPN hype. I think they all got caught up in the story. I really do believe that, and I don't think that Mackenzie Milton is great. I just think that this team needs Jordan Travis' legs to win games. That's all I think.
But imagine
He's
this
been
now.
saying that from the beginning, though.
But listen, Norvell actually gave more leeway to JB1 than he did Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And JB1 got benched last week.
Yeah. And Jordan Travis has accounted for all the Norvell wins. Somebody said on the podcast today, and I had to think about it. Like, damn, they absolutely 100% correct about that.
When I said after the spring game, Jordan Travis is your best option to win. Motherfucker told me I was trolling, bro. He gives you the best chance to win just because of his legs, bro.
The best chance to, like, I like Milton, but Milton's limited. He's on one leg. He can't step into his throws. He can't. He's not what he was.
And nobody, and dog, these people don't want to admit that.
Nobody want to admit that.
They don't want to admit that, man. He still throws a pretty ball, but that it's not the same. Bro.
It's not the same. He's not the same player. And it's I don't know why we went away from using him in different circumstances. Like, why did we go? Like, he's not built to be the starter. He's not healthy enough. Like, I don't know why would all of a sudden he had a couple good series last game against Notre Dame. Now he start. Like it.
I mean,
like Jordan didn't play bad. He didn't play great, but Jordan didn't play bad.
You came in when a defense was running around after a run quarterback all night, who game planned for a running quarterback all night. It was a change of pace thing, momentum thing, bro. That's what it was, and it's a shame that your head coach is too much of a fan to not realize that shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a lot of shit that's gonna hunt Mike. I mean, it's just little things there, man, like passing up on Sims. It's just a lot of it's a lot of little things, little indicators there, man. It's a lot of little indicators there.
It was a lot of little things with who? The last one, right? Hey, look.
I'm just saying.
We're not gonna do that with Jeff Sims. We're not gonna do that.
Hey, what did Jeff look good today?
No, Jeff hurt now. He hurt right now. He hurt his shoulder. But I'm just saying, it's some little indicators there, though. There's some indicators there that maybe I don't know.
No. You know what? I'm not.
Hey, Sam,
but I won't. You know what? I won't do that.
Just saying.
I won't do that.
You lost Altmaier like we lost Howell.
Lost Altmaier like Howell. I'm saying some little indicators there that we doing the same things. Well, we doing it with more staff, though. We got more resources doing it, though.
If you're going where I'm thinking you're going, I ain't gonna go there with you because I did give him credit for staying with JB1 and giving him.
You gave credit for staying with JB1. You did do that.
And then you know what? He could have named Milton a starter, but he didn't. He went with Travis.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go there with him.
But he had a short leash. He had a short leash with Travis.
Right.
He had a short leash
with Jay Travis.
No, but you know what? He didn't have a short leash with JB1 because Travis. I gave him. Only reason I'm saying this is because I actually gave him props for trying to stick with JB1 because he came in and what he recognized was he was a good kid, he was a hard worker, he was a leader. Right. So he went with those traits.
Right.
And when you do that, when you go with those traits, it looks like to me. I might be fucking up, but I'm just saying it looks like to me he went with certain traits that he deemed important. Right. And then when the kid Oh shit.
But I'm gonna say this though, Wig, and I ain't trying to be. I believe in what you're saying, but my biggest thing is this: you need to get talent on the field. All that, who get the best pregame speeches, who plays soccer with everybody and play Madden and shit in the locker rooms and shit. All that shit sounds good, but that shit do not win football games, man. And you have to get the most talented motherfuckers on the field, man. And like, I don't get why we so obsessed with traits. I need
But
talent.
we can do you can do that. This is what like we talked about it earlier. When they're breaking down film, like is anybody saying, okay, I got such and such athlete over here. This is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna scheme these guys. Like I don't even see. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even see. Like I see none of that. Like I don't even see the attack you want to. I see no vision in the offense. I don't even know what you want to do. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I can't even explain it.
it's
Your
bad.
You
offense,
gotta get a quarterback and
your
stick with
offense
one.
just based off of one-on-one situations and hopefully big plays happen. That's basically
Yeah,
what your offense is based off of.
And
yeah,
our offense is like so everything is a backyard play, even with both guys. It's just
bro. It's. I think Wig made a good point
yeah,
about what
Wick
his
did.
friend said about the route combinations. Is he don't have a good variation of routes. They run the
No,
same fucking routes, and the
run the same
DBs
routes.
after the first quarter, the DBs know what's going on with these routes, and then they start sitting on every damn thing. I
Facts.
think that's just I think that's the
Yeah,
facts. Until that shit
And
change, I
and,
mean,
and then you take away the fact of not having a quarterback with legs to have them, on their heels, but
right?
right.
they really just get to sit back there and sit on shit.
The defense can just they know that McKenzie's not gonna run. His legs is not gonna
They
run.
don't have to look in the
So
backfield.
they
They
don't
ain't
have
got
to
to
Yeah,
look
look
in the
back there.
backfield. They don't
They
even
ain't got
respect
to
the
look
run
back
because they
there.
know he's not going. So that's why Jordan,
yeah, that's
whatever,
bad.
man.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
why I said last week, bro, you kept rolling this man out to the same side of the field with the same read, and you was expecting something different. Yeah, okay, he needs to throw the ball away, but you're rolling him there. He's like he has to make a play. You're rolling
Right.
him on third down, bro. You're rolling him over in that same section of third down. So he's trying to make something happen. Like, why are you doing this same fucking formation, bro?
yeah,
Over and over again.
yeah,
He did it back to back to back to back. It was just like, bro, what are
You're
you
not fooling
doing?
anybody, bro. Like you're not fooling anybody.
yeah,
Like
bro.
When
That
you threw the ball
Wildcat,
to the left side of the field, you caught for
so
the
who
touchdown.
starts next week? Who y'all think start next week against Wake?
it don't matter, bro. I'm gonna tell
I
you
mean,
right
we're
now,
not beating
bro.
Wake anyway,
Now
but
this week, I'm telling you, this week everybody's giving Alan Fuller a pass, and they're saying this is Mike's offense problem this week. Next week, next
There,
week,
there's
next
there's no
week,
pass.
Adam Fuller's going to the burner because Wake is finna
there's
put
no
up
pass
40.
for Adam Fuller to
Your
beat Wake, bro.
defense
It's
shouldn't
shitty.
still
It's
shouldn't give
shitty.
up to a team that didn't score against UAB, bro. Just scored
Them
20
people
on
couldn't even
you,
cross
bro.
the 50-yard line against UAB, bro.
Them
And they
people,
just scored
Like
20 on you at home.
exactly, and
Them
beat
people
you.
moved up and down the goddamn field
They
today.
went
On they
Up
97
and down
yards.
the
They went
goddamn field.
97 yards, bro.
Man,
them
them people.
people, like, bro, come on, man. Listen, man, I gotta
And
like my little homeboy played for UAB. He played safety for UAB. And he know I'm an FSU fan. He told me, listen, y'all boys should have it easy against them boys because they ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
And look what we see tonight. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Man, we we got some trouble, man, because okay, you got Wake, and then you got who is it? So people told me I was crazy because I said Louisville might be a game too. That shit don't look so
of
crazy
course,
now.
Malik Cunningham is gonna do the same thing Jared Cooper did. Like, he's gonna. Let me ask y'all this: like, where if we just lost to Jacksonville State, where are the wins gonna come from?
where are the
Where
wins?
are our wins coming from?
Where are wins
Syracuse,
coming from?
that'll be Syracuse.
I hope we could beat Syracuse, man.
I'm glad we don't play Virginia Tech. Goddamn.
Y'all,
Y'all see, I had to go get my professional shit. That little phone,
That little phone. What kind of shit you got going on? Burn all my goddamn battery off my phone, man.
Bro, I had to go get my charger. I got on this
We,
motherfucker. I was like 80%.
you gotta remember when I first started, my shit kept glitching. Remember when I first started, I kept getting kicked off the show. You were running the show by yourself. We were running my show, getting kicked off the show. I had to get some professional shit.
That was hilarious, man. You know, one thing about your boy now, I can improv now.
We had to run the show.
Sam was like this. And I was talking and I just kept looking. I was at the barbershop, right? But I had finished cutting hair, so I had already had me a drink. So I kept talking and I kept looking and Sam wouldn't move. So I said, let me keep talking. And then I say, well, Sam, I hope you hear me because you look like you're on the episode of Get Out. Like that motherfucker.
Oh, shit. That shit was so funny, bro. That shit was so funny. Like the first episode I did live. That shit was hilarious.
Man, I love vibing with y'all boys, though. Because you know why?
Oh, shit.
This is why I love vibing with y'all. And because it's actually trolls out there against Florida State fans that think we Florida State fans just because like they're successful. No, we just like Florida State.
We just like Florida State.
So the thing is
you a real one, Will. You a real one. Real
but the thing is like I knew this like from being in the barbershop and being in the military. Never rank on ugly people or fat people because they've heard everything.
Yeah,
and they've spent so much time practicing. Like I had a dude I worked with, right? He was ugly and fat at the barbershop.
Right.
He would purposely come in with some fucked up outfit on. He wanted you to say something to him because he could signify it. He was going on like y'all, the people out here trolling FSU fans. It's like, bitch, please. We fucking ourselves up. What you talking about?
You are not better than this than I am. Okay, so
not right at us, man. You got
calling it how we see it.
You got us. The hell.
You can't go in on these niggas the way I'm finna go in on these trips.
You know, it's like somebody like say you lost 50 pounds, right? And the motherfucking Gator fans walk up like, instead of just saying you look good, saying, "Ooh, I'm so glad you lost weight because you used to be fat." And then you turn around and say, "Yeah, bitch, but you don't see these stretch marks on my titties." You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna absolutely say something way worse about yourself than they ever could.
Yeah.
They wasting their breath. They need to worry about that ass whooping they're gonna get next week.
Woo.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty.
That might be a
because unlike us, we're not delusional.
Yeah,
we don't think we back.
No, we know we ain't.
That's what we back. That's what we got again. What we gotta find solace in, and what's gonna happen to other teams. Damn.
It's get. I ain't gonna lie though, man. I ain't trying to be like a Debbie Downer, man, but
no, be that shit because I am.
I'm tired of these fucking Saturdays trying to figure out what the fuck's going on around this bitch, bro. Every Saturday, bro, it's like,
that today, man.
What's going on around here, man? God damn,
what
man.
Is going on? What was gonna look like today?
Don't.
It was coming though because we had so much optimism after Notre Dame. We was like, oh, we look good, and we hung with Notre Dame, and then
the optimism though was in the past when they got behind, they hung their head.
Yeah,
and they found some pride.
Yeah.
So now this other thing they have to learn, and this is the danger in having that game and this game, is, and I don't even think it's on the players. Because the players shouldn't have to lead themselves, right?
No. You paying a lot of people a lot of money to do a lot.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, why on earth? I think they actually, all y'all got kids.
Yeah.
Reggie, you got kids, right? Yeah, I know you do. Beautiful family. Sam, I seen your little boy.
Thank you.
Bad as hell.
I don't know you got no goddamn kid, nigga.
No, I don't got no.
Okay, all right. You look, I said that you ain't look like you got no goddamn kid. You got a hoodie on in the summertime. I know goddamn well you ain't got no kid. But no, I'm saying, but listen. My son Dion, when he was born in Germany, he would cry in the middle of the night. 1:30 in the morning, I would have to put that motherfucker in my car and drive around the little town I lived in, right?
Right.
You know what to put him, you know how to put him to sleep. But when you put your own kids to sleep when you ain't supposed to,
yeah,
like they fucking play called that team into arrest mode, and they shouldn't have been because Jacksonville State look like they got dudes over there that did time before.
Yeah, bro.
You don't sit there. Why you putting these boys to sleep, man? With your experimentation ass. That looked like the Jaguars. Like, let's see what we can throw against the wall and see what stick.
Mhm.
And what thing is I don't blame the players. The players is out there. I think the coaching staff put them to sleep with that shit.
They did.
No, it was
This loss is totally on the coaches. You can't blame this on Big Marv, on talking about some fucking text message.
Yeah, this the coach.
You can't blame none of it. You can't deflect this about we ain't having enough practice time, because you know what? This was
COVID.
Jacksonville State. You should have been able to beat them with 1 week of practice, my man.
Exactly.
This is
You
Jacksonville State.
You should be able to wake up in the morning and beat this team. Fuck a goddamn week of practice. You should be able to wake up in the morning and beat this team.
Why do we keep scheduling Jacksonville State? We done had too many.
No. That's not the problem. That's not the problem, bro.
Yeah, that ain't the problem. Schedule ain't the problem, bro. Who you want us to schedule? Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah.
Bro, they need to be scheduling some intramural teams or something.
And the way we going, we need to schedule anybody but them.
They playing too many. They playing too many people.
That, like 2010, 11, we had a close game with Jackson with Ryan Perillo in the rain. We had a close game.
Hey, Perillo was good.
We had a close game.
Perillo was good, bro. Don't be disrespectful. Perillo could play.
No, bro, he's not. Ryan
LeBron could play.
He was nice. He was
like that.
Bro, like he said,
he was
stop
like that.
scheduling these niggas, man. Stop.
If Derek Cooper was our quarterback, we would have beat them by like 50, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's pretty good. You know what? And I thought he was playing bad. I thought he was playing bad.
He was because you know what? By the time when I started watching the game in the third quarter, he didn't even have 100 yards passing. So that's not the problem. The problem is our coaches. If Cooper was our quarterback with our coaches, we would have still lost.
Yeah, that's true. You got a good point.
You're right.
You got a good point.
Yeah,
you give them Travis, they beat our ass anyway. I'm trying to tell you, if you switch personnel, they beat us by 50.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta get rid of Adam Fuller, bro. I just can't.
Fuller, but you know what? But watch this. When I started watching it, but listen, when I started watching the game in the third quarter, like I told y'all, I was on the ESPN app. I looked at the box score. The motherfuckers haven't given up no yards. We hadn't scored no points.
Yeah, this ain't the Adam Fuller special gonna be next week. Next week we're gonna get the Adam Fuller special.
Just wait.
Yeah, because they finna put up a number. Them boy got wide receivers running wide. Man.
Oh yeah, Wake
got some wide receivers, man.
I remember this. I remember when I was doing radio, and they were talking about Jimbo leaving.
Yeah.
See, this is how you have to think forward, right? Yeah. When I was on terrestrial radio, I remember I mentioned the name, and everybody said, "You crazy."
Yeah.
You know who it was?
Who?
It was Dave Dorn at NC State.
Yeah, Dorn.
Yeah.
And you know, and he was like, nah, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. Nah, this Florida State, you need to think bigger. I also remember this. Some of my other brethren who I'm real good friends with at my old radio station. When the job initially came open at Florida, before McElwain, when McElwain got it, I said, what about Dan Mullen? They was like, nah, he's probably where he needs to be at NC State. I mean, at Mississippi State.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the SEC championship game last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we got to get rid of this thinking, this traditional thinking. And it's like, well, the coach has to be connected to the South so he can know the coaches. No, all he got to do is hire a staff that's connected to the coaches.
Have a good staff. That's it.
Urban Meyer came from fucking Utah.
Yeah.
Nick Saban came from Michigan State. They ain't got no ties to down south. Fuck y'all talking about? And them the two best college football coaches we've had in the last 25 years.
You had Nick had his run at LSU, so he did have some.
I'm talking about before he got the LSU job.
Well, he hired the guys though. He hired the Jimbo.
He came.
Look
what I'm saying. That's my point. He came from Michigan State after being in the Midwest his whole career and the NFL. And I remember a debate that I had with somebody, and they said, well, they couldn't win at Michigan State. How you gonna win in the SEC? I was like, well, nobody win shit up in the Big Ten. And they point out and say Barry Alvarez. And now Nick Saban is the king of the world. And those same people are claiming they chant SEC, SEC. No, niggas, Alabama, Alabama, Alabama. It ain't SEC. It's Alabama, Alabama. And every now and then somebody pop their head up like LSU. But no, it's Alabama, Alabama. So, you know, the dudes is tweeting out, hey, Texas, you know, you got this invite to the SEC. You might want to take it back. Texas A&M, y'all claim that shit, though, don't you? Missouri came to the SEC and went to the goddamn championship game 2 years in a row, didn't they?
Yeah.
I hate the whole conference. Like I can't claim my team because my team gonna get their ass whooped next week.
Right.
But I'm gonna claim everybody else. I could give one fuck about Clemson.
Yeah.
I'm a Florida State fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's us versus everybody, right? So y'all wasn't talking that shit when LSU went out there with them with three straight top 5 classes and got their ass whooped by Chip Kelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ain't say nothing there. You ain't say them shit when Colorado was winning that game until the end of the game today. But they love to hop on that SEC. Man, fuck a conference.
Yeah, it's out of control. The SEC been like that.
And the thing about this is Alabama don't give one damn about none of them.
Nah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't. Alabama, you ever seen an Alabama fan root for the conference?
Nope.
Never.
When Alabama win, Auburn fans are sick.
Yeah.
LSU fans are sick to their fucking stomach. When Alabama plays in the national championship game, I guarantee you Auburn and LSU fans are rooting for the other team.
Yeah.
No question.
When Clemson got their ass whooped by Ohio State, I was the happiest dude on earth.
Oh, yeah, I'm cheering for Ohio State. I want Ohio State to win.
Yeah. Man, this shit aggravating, man. Every fucking Saturday with this shit.
We need to go back to the old days, man.
Well, I've been trying to get you to smoke weed for a few years now. Don't listen.
Reggie, I wish I was over there with you, Reggie, right now. Because I'm running out of tequila. I wish I was over there with you right now.
I mean, I don't smoke, but I do it tonight, bro. After what happened.
If you don't smoke and you smoke with Reggie tonight, I guarantee you won't ever do it again.
Bro, I ain't smoking.
You probably won't do nothing tomorrow. You fuck around with Reggie.
Reggie got to get. I really got to put that shit in the edible or something for me.
Reg, what's up, homie?
Man, Reg ain't playing.
Reg,
but so let's get this question there. Let's get this question. Realistically, Wade, where you think the season goes from here, and what does it look going forward to next year?
Oh, it's ugly.
God damn, Wade, you supposed to be
ugly,
a positive person.
No, it's ugly. It's ugly because see, I have to separate how I feel from the way I think the players feel.
Right.
So if they had to pull the win out, the players would have figured like, "Whew, that was close. We can do." They lost, bro.
Yeah.
I think they lost confidence in their coaching staff.
There's no question.
Because what my first tweet was, "What does Norvell say?" He can't say anything. Yeah. I mean, how do you look those dudes in the eye? And I really think the players feel like we feel like. I feel like the players feel like the coach screwed us.
How do you look those players in the eye and tell them, be relentless in everything that you do, phenomenal effort. Standard. You're gonna make me better. And well, that shit at now.
Those guys have tuned him out. I feel that way. I really feel those guys have tuned him.
I think he has to go in there and say, "This was on us. This wasn't on y'all."
Yeah, he got to go in and say that.
This wasn't your effort. It wasn't your effort. We put you in a bad spot.
Got to tell them these last 2 losses was on us, guys.
No, not the first one. This one.
Yeah, not the
this
first
one.
This loss.
Because if you didn't tell them that shit after last week, you can't go in there and say it now. you have to like okay, all that shit I told y'all all week, it was bullshit. We fucked y'all. No, you have to tonight. You have to take this one and say, this is on me. This is on my staff. We're gonna be better. We didn't do good by you, and we have to do better.
No, this shit. Wow.
But see, because here's the thing, And this is the thing that we miss. We miss it a lot in the NFL. And I tell people about this all the time in the NFL because I know a lot of players. Like I cut a guy's hair the other day who plays for the Jags. And I know how they think. And a lot of those dudes trust me because, well, shit, they know my kids and they know my kids' friends and they do business with them and folks always like some people in the media criticize, hey, Wade, you friends with the players. I'm not friends with no 26-year-old.
Right.
I'm 52 years old. I'm not friends with no goddamn 26-year-old or 27-year-old.
Right.
What it is with me is I see them differently because even though they're a 26-year-old millionaire, to me they're still a kid.
Right.
Because my kids are their age. So I understand the little dumb shit that they do, like the little stupid ass dances. You know, I'm like, oh, I get it. So the thing with me is I always tell folks about the Jaguars players. They talk to other players. And in college, Travis Jay probably talks to Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that's how they go.
Yeah.
How it goes is a lot of these dudes were teammates or they went to camps, especially if they're freshmen or sophomore, with the elite guys that's coming out next year. Yeah. They know them. Yeah. So get through all the press conferences and get through all the coach speak and get through all of that bullshit. I've seen kids in my house talk to each other about these. That shit ain't what people think it is. It's not as fragmented and it's not in this little square box that everyone wants to put it in. Players know players.
Yeah.
They're a fraternity.
Yeah.
NFL players are a fraternity. Media people can talk all day about being I'm a part of a frat. I know how it is. Players are a fraternity. They know and they speak to each other about certain things. Like that's why Urban wants
to Rick, remember Bouye said it about when Coleman was there, like they should tell players like the type of fines and shit they would get. They would pay players knew about the culture here at Jacksonville because how they talked about it, how they talk amongst each other.
Fans get right. You're right, Reggie. Fans like get mad when Jalen Ramsey does a podcast with Taylor Lewan in Nashville. But what they don't understand is this: those motherfuckers friends.
Yeah,
they play for the Players Association. It's them against everybody. They don't give a fuck about that fandom shit. Like nobody cares if like two dudes like who was it? It was the Florida State receiver and Danny Werfel. They won a state championship together. Yeah. I can't remember the guy who it was, but you really think they put that other shit above? They grew up together. They don't care.
Yeah, it's just a game. It's a game.
So fans don't understand.
And Franks, Keith Galvin and Felipe.
You're right. Those dudes don't understand when they shaking hands at halftime. I mean, after the game, even when somebody blew somebody out 52-17. This is my brother. I knew him since Pop Warner.
Yeah,
like we competing, but at the end of the day, fans don't really understand that it's the players in players' mind. Players are players, right? And then they love the fans because the fans are the ones they feel like buy their jerseys and engage with them. You know they hate more than anybody. They hate us.
Yeah.
They hate the media.
Yeah, the talking heads.
They look at the talking heads as people who just get paid to just talk shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is when you lose your place as a media member and start thinking that you're such a big part, you ain't shit.
Right.
That's why you got to be authentic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be authentic. You got to be real. You got to be authentic. You got to bring that content, and you got to give the people what they want. But like it kills me sometimes, and I'm being butt naked right here. It kills me sometimes when I'm a journalist. I'm not a journalist, and I never said I was. I'm a motherfucking entertainer. The thing is when a journalist asks a hard question and it creates controversy, the fans get mad at the journalists.
Right.
The journalist might get paid, and because he did what the editor wants him to do, and it creates content and it creates clicks and all of this shit, but the fan actually gets mad at the journalist.
Yeah. I mean,
because you bring a controversy to The fan want the player to play. The fan don't give a fuck about all that old shit that he did and his off duties.
A lot of times, like I know I be really critical on certain things the media asks the players and the coaches because I actually want insight. Like I don't need to know how this player feel about this player or that coach feel about that coach, and how I want to know what's so much different than last year to this year. Like even with the Norvell thing with him about the that dumbass play call on defense today. Like what he said made no sense, right? But I appreciate somebody asking that question. You see what I'm saying?
Because that's what you want to know.
That's
because
what
that's
I
what you want to know.
Right. I don't want to know how the guys in the locker room feeling. I already know how they feel. You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
The thing is how the guys in the locker room feel. They're not really gonna tell you the truth.
They're not gonna really tell you the truth. You're not gonna know that until it really set in on probably Monday. It'll really set in on them on Monday or Tuesday. They start looking around like, you know.
But that's their boys. That's their boys. And every now and then you do get a guy who will be extra truthful.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a player who's extra truthful, see, this is the difference between a media and a fan. And I'm both, right? So the way it is this. If I can get a guy to be extra truthful, it helps my clicks and it helps me.
Right.
But as a fan, if I get a guy who's extra truthful, it's actually detrimental to the team because now you fucked up the locker room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So some people don't differentiate between fandom and work. So when people ask me who's your favorite team, I say, well, I grew up a Washington football team fan.
Yeah.
But I pull for the Jags. I don't root for the Jags as a media member. I root for the Jaguars. I root for Florida State as a fan. I root for the Jaguars as a fan of my city that I was born in.
Right.
Because I think the people get a bad rap because the football team is bad. The people get a bad rap as if you move that Dave Caldwell or Gene Smith shit to New York City, it was going to change.
Right. Yeah.
Like, no, it wasn't. It was going to be bad anyway. So I think the people and Duval as a whole, I think they get a bad rap just because the football team is bad, as if you move the football team somewhere else is going to change. It's not.
No.
The air that we breathe, the St. Johns River, none of that shit got nothing to do with them draft picks.
Nah, it don't. Definitely
so that's the thing with me is like I'm defending my city. I want my city to glow up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want the team to be well. It ain't because I'm so loved up to them. I'm loved up to Jacksonville and Duval.
Yeah.
And the people here.
He got a question right here. When somebody asked why he stalled Corbin out.
I don't think he did. Corbin was in the game late. Corbin was the Wildcat dude.
Yeah, I think the problem with the Corbin thing is, first of all, if you know for the most of the season, your game plan is going to be to run the football. You're good at running the football. You want to try to get your back rest, right? You want to rest that back a little bit. So if you can run him 5 or 10 less carries in a game against an FCS team, you're going to do that, right?
Oh, you mean like Nick Saban did Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
You see my point? I made about Alabama earlier.
Yeah. You got a point.
You run them. If he's your best,
you run him.
And that's Kenneth Wilkins. I agree with him. Yeah. If he's your best, you run his ass until you got to lead.
But that's what they should have did. They should have ran him until they got the lead. That's what they should have did. Then if you want to rest them,
keep your best players on the field. Whoever you start with, you saying they deserve it. So keep your best guys on the field until you get comfortable, and then you rest them.
Yeah, that's what they should have did.
They should have stayed with Corbin.
Yeah, they should have stayed with Corbin a little bit. They should have stayed with Ward. Ward was running good.
You're right. It should have been Trayshawn and Corbin.
Toa Philly at this point is a change-up back.
Yeah.
On certain shot plays, right?
He doesn't have the weight yet. He
just on a certain. He probably needs 5 touches a game.
I like him though.
Yeah,
I like him too. But I'm just saying he's not at that point. He's not at the point. He's a change of pace guy. He's on the third down. You come in, you bring him in, you run a little counter play with him, see if he can break something free. You know what I'm saying? He's just not. He's not ready to take that pounding yet.
You know what a lot of coaches do though, man? They reward work ethic, and that's the part that we don't see. Yeah. We don't see practice habits. We don't see work ethic. We don't see how much time a kid puts in the weight room. Yeah. All we see is what we see. So coaches are sticklers for rewarding the guy that's there 15 minutes early.
But we played to win the games. Even Herm
Bobby-
Edwards told us that.
Bobby ain't that for this, man.
Reggie, you crazy. I wouldn't have never said that. I say some
Reggie
crazy
a fool,
shit.
man.
Reggie said,
Reggie a fool, man.
no, he ain't died for us to win either. Bobby died because Bobby died, motherfucker. Bobby ain't died because, but Bobby definitely had shit to do with whether we won or lost. Reggie, you my boy, man, but I ain't gonna do. 36 gonna kick your ass. You know that. 36, Coleman gonna beat your ass when you see. And don't let Freddie catch you. And don't be no real whining when they.
Reggie don't left the pod, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Reggie done left the-
about to
Reggie
get
done
ready to
left
sign off my damn son, man. It's almost 2:00 in the morning, man.
Is it? Oh, it is. God damn. Yeah, I gotta hit these Miami streets.
So you actually got me on tape drinking at 2:00 in the morning.
Nah, motherfucker, you got yourself up here drinking at 2:00 in the morning on tape. I ain't do that now. But man, hey, I appreciate y'all coming through for the live show, man. I appreciate y'all boys, man.
Sam, did you ever notice? I didn't really notice. I appreciate you having me. I ain't really notice. Do I have a Michael Jackson nose? I did not realize my nose was this beautiful. I actually have a very beautiful nose.
This show done went off. See, Reggie, you done took the show a whole other place. Nah, we ain't talking about his nose.
Reggie nose cool too. Sam and T. Will, y'all got that little bell pepper shit working on.
And that is the show. I'm signing out.
I'm not syndicated, bro. I ain't syndicated, bro. I got to say what I got to say.
Hey, we done sat right here and raised up money for Florida State. We started a fish fry. We got everybody donating money to the program. These motherfuckers losing Jacksonville State.
Coleman took 200 churn over there. I said churn. He took. Shout out to 3-6, man. He doing this thing.
Hey, man,
that is
I'm
awesome.
glad I was able to come on here because I was so disappointed after we lost. But I'm glad I came on here able to laugh and have fun. It made me feel better, you know. It made me feel good.
No, it didn't.
Hey,
no,
y'all
it
pray,
didn't.
y'all pray for my brother 3-6 too, cause boy, if that shit traumatizing them kids, he might be liable for a lawsuit. So y'all might want to motherfucker. Hey, y'all might want to be. Y'all might want to watch out for 3-6.
3-6 working against us right now, bringing them young prospects out to watch us suck like that. They ain't gonna want to go to Florida State.
For real.
James Coleman the third ain't gonna never make it to that motherfucker with this shit going on.
Hey, real shit though. Y'all think he beat UMass?
Yeah.
All right, I just make
sure.
I was just checking the levels. I was just checking the levels.
That's who they play next.
Nah. They don't play up next, but it's down the road because I think they're losing the Wake.
We play Wake next, right?
We got to go to Wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go to Wake.
Oh my God.
Sleepy noon.
Have y'all ever remember that we got to play Wake? Oh my God.
That's because it's Hey, do it give you any kind of confidence? Like 2 years ago when we went up there, we probably should have won. Maybe get a little confidence.
No. It's a whole different team.
It's a whole different team. Yeah,
man, this 2019 would have beat this team.
Yeah, you're right.
Cam Akers would have beat this team.
Yeah, I'm just saying they would have beat this team. They would have beat this team. They'd have beat this team.
Now, I will tell you this. I will tell you this. See my political hand? I got it. I will. Reggie, look, I'm running for election. Look. So I will tell you this. The running game does look better.
Yeah, it does.
The run defense looks better. But the sign of a good football team is you can get better here without getting worse here.
Yeah.
It's almost like you fix the pipe in the bathroom and then all of a sudden the sink go crazy. And then you fix the sink in the kitchen and then all of a sudden the laundry room go crazy.
Yeah.
That's bad football team shit. Mm-hmm. At some point when you get better across the board.
Yeah, at some point you do that. I mean, we're a shitty football program. You got a
Deloach
shitty administration.
First half kills us too against Wake, man.
And Deloach really been playing good too. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because his daddy on Twitter. Like Deloach really been playing good ball.
Some good ball, man. I like
good
20,
ball.
Man.
Yeah, 20 been playing pretty good. Lundy, I don't know why
why is he in
Lundy
pass
coverage? I don't know.
See, we saying the same thing, bro.
Just who puts fullbacks in pass coverage, bro?
Exactly.
Who does that?
You better not talk shit about fullbacks. Stevenson and 3-6 gonna beat your ass, boy.
Yeah, but we'll need 3-6 Gardner Will route though. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We wouldn't do that. We
Why
wouldn't do
we
that.
not doing that?
We just wouldn't do that. We'll make sure
Leave
everything
that-
he do is going
leave that
forward.
Leave that up to Adam William Fuller. To do that right there.
Assumption College.
Reggie,
College, Adam.
Reggie, you scratching like a motherfucker on camera. I'm just.
I gotta get off this pod with y'all, man. Y'all have a great night, man.
Hold on, Reggie.
Kiss your wives.
Reggie, look at me.
Man,
Hug your kids.
Look at me, Reggie.
Look at Reggie out of there, man.
I'm going out Miami, man. I'm hitting
That's my boy.
3 spells in Miami, man.
Oh, you going out to Miami?
Yeah, man.
That's where you at?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh, you're at the
But
bottom.
on with nothing Florida State all week, boy.
I'm from the bottom, man.
Man, I'm out, man. Y'all be good, man. I can't do this.
Hey, man.
I gotta.
It's been fun, man. I can't believe y'all had way.
Hey, man.
2 o'clock in the morning.
I appreciate y'all, fellas, man. Y'all come
You
back
already
for
know.
next week live show. It's going down again.
All right.
I'm on,
Nah,
man. I'm locked in. I'm Reggie like, man.
All right, man. I'm ending the broadcast. Y'all boys sign
All
off,
right.
man.
All right, man.
Yo, man. Y'all
All
be good.
right, Reggie, y'all boys be easy, man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
You already know.